And we are live. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with the cast of Ed, and Eddy. We're really happy to be here in the Streamly studio, as well as around the world, around North America at least. We have some wonderful people with us who I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Let's start out with Aaron. This is Aaron.
You did good job.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm Naz and May Kanker.
Great. Matt?
Is this thing on? Hello. Oh, I am Matt. I play Ed Single Day. I had to write it down for myself. Right.
I really love him.
And Sam?
Yeah.
Greetings and salutations. This is Double D Edward speaking. Hello.
Hi, buddy.
Oh, my heart.
I showered.
And last but not least, the farmer of the Ed, and Eddy cast, the famous Ralph himself.
Hi, my name's Peter, and I make homemade dream catchers. I'm hoping to sell them all tonight. Hi, guys. Peter Calamus. I am Rolf, son of a shepherd. Good boy. Just warming up. Warming up.
God,
Very excited to be
so
here.
good.
Very excited to see these three lovely faces who I miss dearly. And in addition to the Streamly
I have
audience,
a question, though. Have you guys seen each other? Like, I feel like I haven't seen you guys for 15 years.
it's been a long time. It's been way too long. So
like, I'm getting hit with serious waves of nostalgia right now. I may start crying. Like,
I'm getting help. Is what I'm saying.
Oh.
What's with the styling clothes, Eddie? It's Customer Appreciation Day at the candy store, and they're giving away Jawbreakers for free.
Oh my god. I'm having flashback nausea.
I gotta tell you guys, I'm at a convention in McAllen, Texas right now, and I just got off the floor. This one fan came up and he goes, "Hey, I have something for you." And I thought it was, sometimes you get like a single sketch or something, or they've made something very generous for you. But he came up with a stack of about 400 Rolf prints, all different kinds. And when I go to conventions, I got to say, like, almost half of what I see now are Rolf prints and
Really?
stuff. And
thank you, HBO Max, for the resurgence.
yes, so I mean, lots
That's
of
why.
fans out there, and it's so cool to connect with them tonight.
Has anybody brought any farm animals for you to sign, like goats or chickens or anything?
Yeah,
like
I kind of wish that.
Yeah.
Yeah, next time for sure. We'll get some goats. We'll get the hat of discipline, maybe.
I want some ketchup.
I don't want you to think I'm weird, but would you mind signing a goat for me?
I would expect ketchup bottles. Lots of ketchup bottles.
Could you sign my cured meat?
Right, exactly.
Just like, yeah.
Fans have brought me meat.
Buttered toast is probably on its way.
Buttered toast.
Oh,
Yo-bo.
Say
I had a whole bunch. Yeah.
The post-con cocktail, I just, wanted.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm amongst friends on a balcony somewhere sunny, right?
100%.
Had to be Corona, didn't it?
This is Nick. He's our host. From
Also,
Streamly.
it's me, Nick from Streamly, here again. And what was interesting that you just brought up also is, again, the resurgence that HBO Max has given Ed, and Eddy. For you guys being a mostly Canadian team with a show that never made it really into Canada, what was that like in terms of being able to even know, is our show popular? Like, how are we doing on Cartoon Network? Like,
in fact, I remember because my family lived in America at the time, and I think we had knocked out 3 seasons, and we were kind of like, oh, it keeps getting picked up. That's good, but we hadn't seen it. And I went to go to North Carolina, and my mom was like, oh my God, your show is seriously famous. And I remember coming back to the record session and saying, guys, the show is famous. And everyone going, no, it's not. Don't lie to us. You're full of crap, Harry. Like, nobody believed me.
This was the story of our lives back in like the 90s and 2000s, recording shows in Canada. I was on Dragon Ball Z. I was Goku. The show did in Canada. We were on Ed, and Eddy. Couldn't watch a show in Canada. We had to go to. Remember, guys, when we went down to Comic-Con, San Diego?
Oh yeah, 2007.
So much fun.
That was all a big plan to keep us in our spot. They didn't want us to get too big for our britches up in Canada.
Also, here are a couple, at least, of Aaron's prints that we're selling. If you go to streamly.com and look up Ed, Eddy, or any of their wonderful names.
Show us your prints. Show us your prints.
I'll show you my prints, baby.
Are we good to start signing?
I'll show you anything you want.
Are we
Yeah,
good?
I am. I'm starting.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So that wait.
Okay,
I
Right.
clicked complete for you. And the
TW,
wonderful-
TW in the house. Whoop, whoop. That was
not
nice.
Ed Ned related at all. Sorry. Thank you, Tony.
Mine is first one is for I think it's Nahel or Naheli. I'm
Mhm.
speaking correctly on
Nice.
the other. Doing that right now for you, and it says your favorite Rolf quote.
Life has many doors, Ed boy.
That's beautiful.
Antonio, if you're watching, you're the man with the tattoo, the Ed's tattoo, which I saw a picture of.
Oh, really?
That
Ah.
says, I have here, Antonio, let's examine that tattoo a little closer. Double D there.
Beautiful. If Gustavo is on there, hey bud, I got your favorite line here teed up for you, saying, "Wait, my brain is working." So there you go, buddy. They will get that sent off to you.
Awesome.
Matt, give
Nahel,
me
Naheli,
a gravy.
That I'm
What's
missing.
that?
A gravy.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I got the gravy. Yeah.
Say one gravy for me.
Oh, gravy.
Thank you. I really like you, Ed.
And
Ah,
I'm going to kiss your
Gustavo.
face off.
since we're on the Gustavo train, you got specialized art for me. I specialize that. That is a jawbreaker
Oh,
coming out of Double D's tongue there. So you know. And one of the quotes is "Stay calm, ignore the peanut gallery." Yeah. All right. So there you go.
what are your guys'? I got a great question from somebody here in the comments. What are your favorite character moments? Like for your character, what's your favorite? Like the Valentine episode.
I
you were
love the
talking about?
Valentine Day episode. Well, okay. I love any time May Kanker cornered Ed. That was awesome. But the entire Valentine, I thought it was such a beautiful getting to see the sweet side of May. I feel like if May Kanker wasn't around her sister, she would have been a really good girl. And seeing her in the Valentine's Day episode with Double D, that was the sweetest. Where two totally opposite worlds came together. I really like that. And I was really salty about Danny turning Naz into a cheerleader. I wanted her to be like a skater chick
or
forever.
punk, right.
But Danny said he needed someone to represent the girls he knew in high school. So that happened.
Well, in terms of the audition process, or sorry, go ahead. Sorry, favorite moments. Go ahead. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Oh, well, I liked when Double D was. It was the first season. I think it was when we were had a wrestling ring, and I was the mask mumbler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember having, it was like, do something, be aggressive. And he's like, you go, there you go. That was fun.
Oh, really?
so
my favorite Ed moment was when I think I had to do probably 40 or so takes of I just had to laugh. I said one simple and Daniel's just like, no, it's not right. Need more energy. And I was
Dude.
oh,
Okay,
man.
how many people had the Danny? No, that's not it. And 4 hours on one line. How many?
all of us. All of us.
Oh,
Okay.
Everybody, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody would get picked at least once, right?
My favorite that Danny would always say to me is like, no, that's not Naz. After 7 years of recording. No, that's not Naz.
Play it back. Let him hear it.
I don't even know who I am anymore.
well, Tony Sampson, we did a little gathering. The worst ever though. We weren't always in the recording booth with you guys. They kind of separated the Eds off and hammered us separately. But
True.
Yep, Good Times was Tony's, and that was his record. I think it was over 100 times he had to say.
Good times.
Yep.
I know that. I feel like Janice got it the worst.
Oh yeah.
Like Janice she got hammered for Sarah, and then Jimmy after puberty. Jimmy, those were brutal. But Peter used to have his mic set up.
Why is his voice so high?
So I would look at Peter, and the hardest thing for me was not laughing out loud while Peter was doing anything, and I tears running down my face from holding laughter in while Peter was anything that came out of your face, Peter. Anything.
I tell that to con people that come to the table. I just go, the best person to have in the room, Erin Fitzgerald, because she would try to hold it in, and then I'd finish my line, and I just heard this cackle that form inside every time.
Yeah, but I was a big fan anyway, so that's real.
And that's really interesting that you guys he had a very like specific idea of each of these characters, even though you guys had already kind of created him or created your characters. In terms of the audition process, I mean maybe I'm opening a bag of worms in terms of the audition process, but how long did it feel like? Did it take you guys to get to that point where you were like, oh, I understand the themes of this show, like the kind of performance style that we're in? Because we lost Matt.
Oh, he went to do something. I know he was like, what if I press this button?
Question. I remember the audition process being 6 months and having multiple callbacks. It was like
really.
I remember the casting director being replaced twice or 3 times. What do you guys remember?
Allison?
Yes.
I remember a couple of auditions and then a couple of callbacks where came down to the Eds, and there was a couple of different versions of people, and they threw us in a room and tried to work the chemistry. And
I was always by myself, but it was definitely I went through 2 or 3 casting directors, so I didn't think I booked it. It was the very first cartoon audition I ever did, ever.
Wow.
And if you guys have any questions in the chat, let us know. Peter, what was your audition like?
I auditioned for every single male character of the show, and I was turned down for all of them. I'm not kidding. And then I went with a friend of mine because she was auditioning for the roles. And then Terry Clausen ran out of the studio because he saw me outside, and he goes, "Hey, we're auditioning for this foreign kid. Come on, here's the sides. Take a look and come in."
And you just cold read it.
With it, and I ran in and it's like,
Hello, it boy.
and they're like, "That's it."
It was perfect.
Amazing.
You were built for that. It was perfect. Yeah, I think it was the snort that booked May Kanker for me. And I wasn't Naz because Tabitha was Naz that first year. But remember, she was doing like little voice at the Vancouver Playhouse. She was so busy with all of her work. And then she was like, I'm out. Forget it. And then they gave me
while
Naz.
we're talking, that's for you, my friend.
Woo!
The son of a shepherd.
The
Son of a shepherd.
I am the son of a shepherd.
I don't know what happened to Maddie.
Matt got lost.
Come
On
back,
his way
Matt.
back.
I'm on the phone with him right now. I think he got kicked off. He's trying to get back in.
Oh, no.
Oh, is it his internet?
Yeah, he's trying right
Yeah,
now.
no worries. Do you guys have other than the Valentine episode, do you guys have like a favorite episode specifically?
Oh, the Christmas special.
The
was
Chris
really
is your
good.
favorite.
You guys
That
were
was
so
good.
good in the
I
Christmas.
liked all the holiday specials. Like they all because you watch them growing up, and then to be part of something that's a cool cartoon, and then have a Halloween special and a Christmas special and a Valentine. It's just cool to be a part of their own little special little
Universe,
thing.
right?
Yeah.
Sometimes I dust off the old
Hi guys.
Christmas DVD and whoa, he's in a different square now in life.
I love watching the documentary that we did for the video game, like seeing all of us back in the early 2000s. Oh my god, you guys are so freaking cute. You're so cute.
I think I was wearing shoulder pads.
Very likely.
Mr.
Like-
Nathan,
This
buddy.
one's to Justin, okay? I hope you like it, buddy.
Welcome back, Matt.
Welcome back.
Great to be here, you guys.
Do you have a favorite episode, Matt, that you remember recording that you were like,
Because Christmas is my personal favorite time of the year.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love that Ed's was too for the Christmas special. And when he just literally is like putting the gravy cakes and milk and stuff out for Santa Claus and absolutely destroys the entire place, putting the lights up on and stuff. I just thought for me is just the best. I love it, man.
yeah.
Okay,
And then I think the one question that you missed was the audition process for you. Do you remember what it was like? Because it was clear Danny had like a very specific vision for the style of this show, the way it was going to be. Like, did you ever have, how many auditions did you end up or callbacks were you in?
Sammy, do you remember? I think it was like 5 or 6 at least.
Yep.
And then we kind of knew we were getting close. And instead of it being like double sets of people, it was like, there'd be like two of each sort of character that was left kind of thing. And then we're thinking the other people were getting like off, going like, you're done, get out of here.
I heard like weird, they'd go out and then strange flagellation sounds and screams and cries. And I thought, ooh, That didn't
Not
sound good.
meowing.
Yeah, you guys.
Eric, it says entomologists do it better. Jawbreaker boys for life. Yo.
Speaking of the Christmas special, I
Sam,
remember.
I saw you. How long ago did I see you? I feel like I saw you in LA.
I saw you in LA years ago now.
Like 10 years ago?
Oh, let's not go that far. But
Dude, I haven't seen everybody else for 15.
Less,
so.
well, maybe we'll call it 8.
Casper, my friend, there's your print. Thanks, dude. Speaking of the Christmas special, I got to say, I showed up that day because we never had the scripts ahead of time. We get them there.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't.
That's how talented we are, you know. So,
Well, and we would have to go we'd have to go through the entire
Right.
storyboard. He would every single page of the
Really?
storyboard before we started recording. Like we
But-
all read it together as a cast.
So the Christmas special, I show up and they hadn't told me this. They go, "Oh, you have to sing a song, the Yetchmayak song."
oh my God, that's right.
Right, and
that was a great song.
You rock that.
Right, it was like, "Oh, yes, my and it was like that fast. And I was like, when I saw it, I was like, A, I don't sing. B, this is either we're gonna be here for like 7 hours, or I'm gonna get it in like 1 or 2 takes. One or the other's gonna happen. And 2 takes, and then we were done. Thank God.
I still, that's play that one and hang the meat on the Christmas tree every Christmas with that one, Pete, for sure. hang the cheeses and the meats on the tree and just put that on. I love it.
And then, we still have many prints for sale as well. Again, if you're just joining us,
this one's from Madison. Oh, there you go. Thanks, Madison. I love chickens too.
I love you, and I want to kiss you and hug you and squeeze you and pet you and put ketchup on your lips and kiss it off.
Oh boy.
And then in terms of ending an animated show, I feel like very few shows get a finale, even if it's in a TV movie form, like Ed, and Eddy got. Like it felt like somewhat of a final journey for both the Eds as a group, but also for like the entire cul-de-sac. The idea of revealing Eddy's older brother.
Yeah.
For you guys, again, I'm hoping you guys at least received that script, not the day of. Did it feel like, oh, this feels like a nice ending for us? Or what did it just feel like another thing? Like, I don't want to make it emotional necessarily, but it was like a final TV movie. Like,
Well, I remember Danny explaining at the I think it was Comic-Con, where he said that he had the option, he could do one more season or he could do a feature. And he decided that doing a feature would be a way to end a series in such a classy way for the fans, because he was all about the fans. He was all about, he's such a hardcore fan artist, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't about the producers and the money making or any of that. It was about the art form and the people interacting with the art. So his choice to do that, first of all, and not go for the big buck and just be like wanting to have a complete piece of art, is so commendable. And he's such a rock star. I mean, he's a rock star, but that to me,
punk, man, punk.
You know, like that was just so gorgeous already. So I feel like the intention behind it was so sacred to begin with, based on that, in my opinion.
Great answer.
Good point. Yeah.
Casper, is that the support beam to the house?
Matt, so they want you to sing a horse song.
That's my horse.
That's my horse. Can you sing
That's
that?
my horse. That is well, thank you. That's when I'm a fair life there.
Listen.
Hey, Frank. Did I sang That's My Horse? Didn't I just go, That's My Horse?
That's what I remember.
I think so. Yeah. Let's see. You know, the one thing I will remember, even though sometimes it felt like it was take hell, because like we all get stuck in this vortex of, you know, is it close? They're going to get it. Then finally we got it and we'd move on. But it's still the only cartoon show that I've ever worked on. I think we're probably all the same for us, that we had no pickups. Right. So, you know, it took a long time to finish the episode. It wouldn't let the scene go until it was, right. You know,
that never occurred to me.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. No pickup.
I think we had a few pickup lines where practice and standards went, oh no, you can't say, you know, you can't intimate the whatever, right? Whatever it was or whatever. But I think to me that's another testament to just the brilliance of Danny and and the whole team, right? I mean, everybody, all of us that got to be part of it because there's something to be said about that.
Right, strong vision, if nothing else, right? Like a really complete vision. And then Peter, you were saying something?
No, I'm just saying there was a few pickups because when he would put some of us through the ringer with 80 times on a line, you didn't need.
Well, that's the pickup
Well,
live in the session.
But as frustrating as any moments were, you can watch the show today, look back, and see that it's
perfect.
Seriously, it's a
absolutely
Lisa of comedy and animation. It really is, and it's like the animation style. It's like I don't know when, if ever, a show will do panel per panel sketches, hand drawn ever again. And I think we're maybe even the last one. And it's
it was the last one. It was the last one to go digital. He held out the longest.
Wow. See,
and again, even as we were saying, Aaron, earlier with the show that you're working on right now, like kids may not be able to know, oh, this is digital, this is not, but there's a certain feeling to it. And I think kids, it's the same with the rhythm of episodes. Like kids do pick up on stuff like that. And I think it's what inspired so many young animators and why I think Ed, Edd n Eddy has lasted so long, even though it's impossible to find until HBO Max gave it that new life. There were still fans of the series. Again, not that anybody watching cares about my story, but again, me and my friend Tanner Wade was created a lot of these images. Like he became an animator and cut his teeth, like being inspired by this style and Billy and Mandy. And so I think that the effect of it is not even just necessarily great vision, but it's also like, I think treating even a child audience like seriously, they will take that and they'll run with it every time.
Ooh, I think Whiteheart Danny pushed buttons and knew that kids like me. Where's it? Kids like me back then were smarter than usual. It's timeless. I agree with that.
Thanks, buddy.
Well said.
There you go, buddy.
Stay hydrated, buddy. Wear your sunblock. Jawbreakers for life. Okay.
Jawbreakers for life.
Double D is like, he's like the heartthrob of the show. Like I feel like so many people have a crush on Double D, but
right?
It's the no
How
shirt.
can he not be?
Yeah, he's hella hot. So did Danny base that character on you, like the design, Sam? I'm just asking.
We had a sketch session, maybe that happened, maybe it didn't. I'm not.
Was it shirtless?
I'm not going to talk about it, but
It might have
been his.
I know Rolf's was.
Yes, head boy. I brought sausages.
Well, we won't. We're not going to go too far with this because we keep it PG friendly. But at the time in the studio back in the day, aka Cartoon Inc., we would go there and there was a picture, a drawing done of all three Eds, bottomless. Like
that's true.
So and we had a good laugh about that.
Oh, the 90s.
And I won't get into the details about all that stuff, but it was interesting.
An interesting take.
Thank you for this one. This is the most to the point one. They didn't even put their name. They just said buttered
toast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing. Just put buttered toast on it.
Similar thing.
I like gravy. Gravy is my favorite headline.
For you.
Life has many doors.
It kind of is. It's awesome.
There isn't a line that Rolf said that I didn't love.
yeah, for sure.
And I remember, I feel like, wait a second, Peter, am I remembering this correctly? I feel like you were the only one of us who was permitted to improvise. Like when we would improvise, he'd be like, no, stick to script.
Really?
But when you would improvise, they would like, oh, that was good. Let's take it.
Well, no, actually, I could never improvise an actual line of dialogue or a word. But what I did was, end of line, I would go,
oh, this is painful for Rolf. Slink.
So after a while, it came into the vernacular in the studio, and they'd say, "Okay, say this line and give us a schlahork, and ink, and then schlaha." That's how I worked my way in.
That was brilliant. That's what had me laughing so much.
And I'm also noticing in the chat, people are talking about that for somebody that the Ed Boys plus the whole cul-de-sac reminded them of different like bands. And so I was curious, if your character were to play an instrument, what instrument do you think they would play? What do you think, like what instrument do you think would speak to them?
Oh,
Play the bagpipes made of Nana's spleen.
Fudge. I was gonna say bagpipes for May Canker, but I think you're right.
I gotta Google this stuff now.
Oh, she would do one of those rum. Boop, boop,
Oh.
boop, boop,
Oh.
boop, boop, boop. That would be May.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the. Oh, I know it. I know what Double D would play because I know what it is, but he would play the theremin.
Yes, he would. That's perfect. Oh my god, that's perfect.
He'd be the master of the theremin. He'd be like,
Yeah. I feel like Ed would play the tuba.
Oh.
I was thinking too. He might remember Van Halen. You remember the beginning of Running with the Devil? He would have
Yeah.
he would have been the bass player. It just would have just been one big note. Right?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Rolf played the accordion like a few times.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah.
that,
Like
see,
dancing pigs and stuff in the background.
what would Naz play?
Exactly right.
Naz, honestly, I see as straight up guitar.
And seriously, number 9.
I feel like she might play the bass.
Oh, yeah, true.
I feel like she would be
Yeah.
like
I know we
hit
should.
that bass. She's the little sexy little basses.
The
Sorry,
violin, I think Jimmy would play the violin.
Yes, he
Jimmy definitely takes private violin
would.
lessons.
Yes.
Just you got to make sure the braces don't get close to the bow. And he's like,
Right.
Hey,
exactly.
Charlie.
Sarah, my bow got stuck again in my braces.
God.
oh, where is Keenan? Where is he?
Dork.
This is one of the longest quotes I put on a thing because someone said, and I stop.
I will not tolerate your single-handed annihilation of the English language for your own monetary gain, Eddie.
It was a bit of a. He's very loquacious, so it's funny.
I don't have anything else to sign. Does anybody want anything? Go to the thing and order because I need something else to sign. I don't have.
Print. Buy.
Only if you want one. Don't order a print if you don't want one. Don't be silly. I'm not selling.
Come on, you gotta be like more like summary cool, like be like Naz going, hey guys, if you want to buy.
Hey, hi boys. Do you guys want me to sign something? Because I will.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like,
Come on, you're all out of change, Naz.
What's with the styling clothes, Eddie?
thanks,
I
Paul.
would really like you to sign my print and then kiss me, and then I will give you ketchup, and I will kiss you again. I know, right? No, Derek. Hey, Derek, all the way from Newfoundland is in the chat.
Woo.
Yo,
Shout out to Newfoundland.
Shout out to Derek.
The Rock. He's out from the Rock. Love it.
Oh, she did play. You're right. Naz did play tuba in the talent show. You're right. Oh, that's a flashback. She did play tuba. That's true. That's probably why I thought tuba. Sorry, Ed.
That's okay.
I was hoping.
You guys, I'm trying to even think of the places I can think of from the show, but do you guys have like a favorite set piece from the show that was used all the time? Because there's like the junkyard near where the Canker sisters live. There's that like junkyard in the background. There's those two fences. There's the cul-de-sac itself. There's Ed's basement.
Well, I feel like the Canker sisters were the original Trailer Park Girls.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
If it didn't inspire the show,
That
Trailer
should have been a
Park Boys.
spin-off. I'm just saying. That should have been a spin-off.
I just like anytime they went to Rolf's house because there was like mystery meat hanging. Right.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what was in the background. Like you
That
Like
must have been so much fun for the artists to just go, what kind of bizarre stuff can we put in Rolf's world? Just like all these little inside jokes and stuff.
Right.
And the toenails and the toe, like anything foot related in the show was just so gross and good.
Right.
For Double D, the top two places that he was scared to go was first it was Ed's room because that was an atrocious, scary place. Rolf's because he smelled things that he had never. He should have always had like a nose peg every time he went to Rolf's place. You know?
What a curious culinary delight you have there, Rolf.
It's just like,
oh man.
you know.
This is Nick, our host. The personality. This is Nick, our host.
Nick with 6 Ks. No, I just made that up. No, it's just
It's only 5 Ks.
You're good.
Nick.
Were there any inspirations for you, Peter, in terms of Rolf, like in terms of like a specific country, or was it more like you just had a voice and you were like anything?
everybody the truth, Peter boy.
Oh, I get that question constantly. It's like, okay, where do you know where Ralph is from? And I go, yes. And they go, where? And I go, I'm not telling you.
Great answer.
That's a secret to the grave.
Right. Yeah. That is Rolf's secret. Not even the Eds really know.
You told me once, but I'm not telling.
No,
I'm
where's
not
Jim
telling.
buried? Rolf's backyard. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Okay. Well, if we're mostly out of prints, I can let you guys.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks, Kenny.
Well, do people have more questions?
Yeah, if anyone in the chat has some questions, please send them out.
Someone says, Sam, please say a quote as Dexter from Hamtaro.
Ooh.
Wow, you like that crossover stuff, don't you? All right.
No, Pashmina. I love you, Pashmina.
There you go. No, I'm open to, if people have questions, we can still chill for a few minutes and
Yeah,
I'm here. Yeah,
I drove all the way to Northridge, y'all.
yeah, this is you're not gonna get like some of the cast together like this
I haven't
very
seen
often.
these guys in
very
like 20
often.
years.
So shoot away if
I
you
wish
got
I could
questions.
hug you and squeeze your faces.
We are here to entertain you.
Ooh.
What's your favorite sound effect reused in Ed, Edd, and Eddy?
The sound effect.
The chicken was always in there. Wasn't there a chicken always in somewhere out of nowhere?
There were a lot of chickens.
Yeah.
I liked the very creepy music that in that first episode where the Canker sisters were introduced, like that music that first came in, like with the it was so good. It was so good. I love the music for the show. Period. Actually, the music was brilliant.
Yeah, that was actually a brilliant thing too, to have that intro jazz music. Like,
So good.
forgive me for not remembering the gentleman's name who
Yeah, I don't remember either.
wrote it and did it, but amazing. Like some of the best intro music ever to a cartoon. Totally original.
Yeah.
We would love to get Tony Sampson or Kathleen Barr, but if you guys at them on their Twitter, it will make it a lot easier for us.
We'll go out.
Does Kathleen even do social media?
I don't know.
I haven't seen or heard from her for forever.
We dragged Tony out for a little Ed and Eddy podcast
Yeah.
a few months ago, and that was kind of an epic reunion. It was.
I reached out to him for this one, but I didn't hear anything back.
Tell him
but
I say hi.
He
Yeah,
actually he works a real job. He's a working man.
he works up in the patch, eh?
Yeah. I don't have time for you.
Actually, I feel like Derek, you work at the same place that Tony works.
Who?
Patch in Alberta.
Oh, here's a great question. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys have
We'll keep working on it, though.
Do you guys have a favorite prank or scam that the Eds pulled?
I want to know.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hard one.
That's a tough one
to remember. I just remember we were trying to build a rocket ship or something, but well, that would have been me.
Like a cardboard kind of. Who's the? I'm trying to think of it.
I liked when Naz babysat Eddie. That was funny.
Oh yeah, you have the babysitter in that one.
Yeah, and it was Naz. That was really funny.
Oh, the giant stink bomb they made.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Oh man, I totally forgot about that.
Remember?
That's right. That was
Or the episode, and this is not a scam. This just came back to me when Double D is left home alone, and he gets the note, and you get that idea of like Double D home alone. That was a great episode. Trying to think.
so many, man.
Oh, we have one just come in.
Oh.
See?
Oh,
See?
one of
See?
those put it out too. Good job.
Hold on, we've almost trilocated the location. Keep them on the line.
Yeah, we need to print one out. I'll get you that. Lovey-dovey bonk bonk. That's real.
Other than your own, well, what is your favorite Ed, Edd, and Eddy character other than your own?
Oh man, well,
That's mean. That's a mean part.
I'm just reading the chat, and they were telling me I was ignoring them. So
It depends on the moment. I'm like every second that I'm watching the show. Whoever's on screen
Green is your new favorite.
is my favorite character. There is a lot that Johnny 2x4 did that still makes me pee.
Yeah.
Like, so funny.
Oh.
Brilliant
Yeah,
comedy.
there was some great stuff there.
Oh my god. Oh my god, David. Oh.
Or the episode Ed thought he was a monster. that I forgot that episode even existed, but the POV, like the red POV of Ed, that episode is a classic. I forgot that ever happened.
So many, man. It's like, it's funny whenever it's like, I think what you said, Aaron, it's like anytime we think and we're, like see everybody doing what they did, that's what I think is, it's beautiful. It's like this collusion of awesomeness. And so it's like every person is like my favorite. It's just,
I don't think that there was ever a moment where I wasn't in awe, even in the recording session, like watching every single actor just do what they were masterful at doing. And I always got to stand next to Kathleen Barr, and Kathleen is insane. Like she's insane. She like tears of like oh my God, the fun I had with her has not been paralleled in the booth since. Like she's joyous. I miss her.
To this day, if I hear somebody else call somebody a dork, I hear Kathy.
Yeah. Same. Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
Listen,
Josh,
guys,
I'm just signing us now.
I feel the rhythm, baby. I feel the rhythm.
I got to run.
Oh, Peter.
It's such a pleasure to see you guys again. Thank you, Stream for putting this together. It was this is my first online signing, and it couldn't have been more fun. So I look forward to more.
Thank you, Peter.
Seeing your lovely faces, and thank you, everybody.
Love you, brother.
Peter.
Thanks,
Love
Peter.
Go home. Go talk to your mama. Call your mommy.
You go to sleep. I'm very tired.
See you, bro.
Thank you, my friends. Love you guys.
Bye, brother.
Miss your face.
Love you, buddy.
Miss your face. Oh God.
All right.
Wow.
Joy.
So if we have any last questions, send them over. But yeah, again, thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. Again, it's been years, and as somebody who was a childhood fan of the show, this is like really fun for me. I'm keeping it all down as much as I can. But
Well,
legitimately,
Nick, I'll be sending you a print, buddy. You get one in the mail too, okay?
I bet I want one of Tanner's at least.
Yeah, I'll get one.
Nothing
I'll get
else.
one.
Oh
I'll
my
get
God.
one
Please,
for you.
Tanner's art, like I can't talk enough about Tanner's art. Like I posted these on Instagram, and Danny liked the post because the art was so good. So Tanner,
Yeah.
well done.
Real.
Yeah, Danny gave it the thumbs up, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the key.
100%.
Buttered toast.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do Ed's lines now. Buttered toast, my favorite.
I get to go to a barbecue now too and have some
Oh.
gravy.
You gotta eat more meat.
There we go. But thank you guys for real. This was just awesome. Thank you. I love you all from my inner hearts to my mouth parts. Thank you.
Sweet.
Sweet.
So is that it? No more questions? We're good?
So far.
All right. Well,
I did get it's the Cankers. We just have to print it out, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna sign it just for the person who ordered that. Thank you. That was kind.
all right, Nick, man. Well, thanks for being a great host.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for knowing so much about the show. I love it when somebody knows so much about the show.
I truly am a
For
real
real.
fan.
I love that.
It really, and I totally agree. It was such a unique show for its time. Even at a time when Cartoon Network was Billy and Mandy was a great show. It had a lot of really cool shows going on. But Ed, and Eddy had character. It had vision. It had obviously the love of its creator behind it. And again, kids notice that kind of stuff, and I think they hold on to it. And I think the people here would say the exact same.
Yeah.
But again, thank you all for being here, and thank you guys at home
Thanks,
for being
guys.
here.
Getting
I'll
those
put
prints out to you. They're all getting signed. We're getting them out to you.
We will.
Thanks for watching.
You
Let 'em
too.
all.
Squish your faces. I miss your faces.
Love you guys.
You guys.
Oh, I love you very much.
Bye, y'all.
All right. Be well, guys.